Hello, Vintage Outboard Motor fans. This is T-Mike making another video. We're going live. With the wave to my lovely wife. So here we are out on the Lakeview side of things. Get my camera adjusted here. Yeah, there's the lake. It's a beautiful day outside to be outside today. All right, so today is a continuation of yesterday's live stream. We were doing a repair job on Ellis's Magneto. Sent me his Magneto. So yesterday we checked all the wiring on it, checked all the wiring, make sure everything was good, and it was. So we're gonna slip her on my 10 horsepower right here and run her, make sure she looks good. So I took and wrote Ellis's name on the coil. And I wrote Ellis's name on the flywheel. We'll verify what we're doing. So I see we've got 9 people that's joined already. That's good. So we're out here on the Lakeview this morning doing a continuation of yesterday's live stream, testing the Magneto that we checked for wiring and checked everything yesterday out to the boots. It was all good. So I got my 10 horsepower right here. This thing runs like a dream. I didn't run it for you, but I ran it already this morning. It runs great. So if we slip this Magneto on it, and everything is good, it ought to run just as good too. So, having my coffee this morning. Actually, had my oatmeal too. Had my breakfast out here. So, I got the cover off, and I got the rewind starter off. I'm about to pull the flywheel, remove that Magneto, and put this Magneto on. Not gonna do anything to it, not gonna set the time, and not gonna clean the points. We'll check for spark. Here we go. I see Turner Tech says, here we go. I have my students doing an assignment, and I had my coffee with T-Mike this morning. Good. Here you go, Turner. I'm having coffee too. A bon tasse de café. Randy Ellenberger says, good morning. Good morning, Randy. Who else we got on here? Okay. I'm gonna remove the flywheel and the Magneto and slip this other one on. Shouldn't take but 3 or 4 minutes. If everybody's ready, here we go. Five taps. That's how I take a flywheel off. I tighten the head and hit it with about 5 taps at a time, tighten it again, 5 taps, tighten it again, usually comes right off. Flywheel remove, here we go. Van says, hey, when I set my contact points, I set them with the throttle closed. You know, that's a good question. No, throttle wide open, WOT, wide open throttle is what the manual says. I've done it both ways and not found a difference, but yeah, you should do wide open throttle when you're setting your points. All right, now we're gonna remove the magneto. There's the clip. And voila, the magneto is removed. Set that aside. Now I'm gonna put Ellis's magneto on. Here we go. Put the magneto on, now I'm gonna put the clip on. Okay, I got the magneto on. And it works. It's magneto spinning. I'm gonna put my spark ticker on and pull the rope. Well, gotta put the flywheel on first. So here's Ellis's flywheel. Let's put it on. Okay, Ellis's flywheel's on. Now let's put the rewind starter on so we can pull the rope. All right, let's pull the rope, see how it goes. Pretty good. I'm gonna remove the spark plugs. That way it's easier to check for spark. Okay, spark plug's removed. I'm gonna put my spark checker on it. Best spark checker ever made. Got a gap. You can set the gap to 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch to check for good spark. Robert Donahue says, can you make it run? We're about to find out, Robert. All right, let's check for spark. I don't see any spark at all. No spark. No spark. So Ellis said that he had intermittent spark. So I guess he couldn't start his motor and he had intermittent spark. I see Ajax in Ontario just joined us. So no spark. So I'm gonna take rewind starter off, magneto off, and I'm gonna set the points. I'm gonna set the points using the timing tool, set the points, check the timing, and clean the points, and put it back on and see if we can get it started. Here we go. Got the rewind starter off. Now we got to remove the flywheel. that came off easy. All right, so now my Magneto's exposed. I'm gonna give it wide open throttle, and I'm gonna remove all the leads off of the Magneto. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I got here. I got the leads removed off the Magneto. I'm gonna put my timing tool on it. And I'm gonna set the timing. See the lake here? Got some guide boats out there fishing. I don't know if you can see them. They're fishing this morning. All right, I'm gonna go get my timing tool and a voltmeter, and I'm gonna set that if y'all wanna hang on. We'll see if we can get spark. Okay, got my voltmeter, my timing tool. I'll set the timing tool over the camshaft, right there. And I'm gonna start with the top cylinder. So, Mike McAdams says, beautiful view, T-Mike. Yes, it is. All right, so I got the timing tool on it. It's marked with a T and a B, all right? Al, a guy needs, says, my boy's two, and now request to watch T-Mike. Randy says it's beautiful, but raining in PA. So this timing tool spins the crankshaft and moves the points right here, and you set them with a voltmeter. So I'm gonna go through that now. I'm gonna start with the top cylinder right here. And those two marks right here, when that top cylinder gets to right there between them two marks, the point should open, and the voltmeter indicates that. So here we go with setting the top cylinder. Okay, so my voltmeter is showing that the points are closed. And when I put it in between those two marks, it's still closed. It should be open, so I'm gonna adjust the points until my meter measures overload, which means that the points are open. I'm gonna show everybody, if you've never done this before, when you watch the voltmeter, it says it's shorted, which means the points are closed. So you move this back and forth till it gets in between the marks, and that should say overload, that the points are open. I'm gonna make that happen with an adjustment on that point. Okay, I adjusted the points till it came open. And I got it set just right. Okay, so I set those points where when I got in between the two marks, it tells me overload. So the points weren't opening at the right time. Got that one set. Now let's move to the other side. Spin it around to the B for bottom. And what do we have here? They're closed. Same thing, they're not set right. I'm gonna adjust it. All right, so I adjusted it to where when the needle gets in between there, it went to open. Both of them were off. So now, a little bit of maladjustment on them might have been a problem. I'm gonna put everything back together, pull the rope, and see if we get spark. It'll be a beautiful thing. That's one side. Now we're gonna put the screw on the other side. All right, all that looks good. Now we put the flywheel back on. Notice the flywheel where the woodruff key goes, it's got a little damage right there. That'll make the woodruff key shift. It might be part of the problem. I'm gonna try it. If that don't work, I'm gonna put my flywheel on it. So anyway, we'll go with Ellis's and see how it works. It sure is hard to turn. All right, let's see how it does. Something's wrong. That thing's too hard to pull. I don't know if we got a flywheel problem or not. I'm gonna have to take it off. Take it off. I'm gonna take it off and put my flywheel on it. Might have a flywheel problem. Take Ellis's off and put mine on. That's real easy. Easy as can be. Let's see if that works. I think it got sparked. Let me check again. hard to see with the daylight. I think I got spark. We're gonna try to fire it up. Let's see what happens when we pull the rope. No go. Okay, so we've been on for 30 minutes. No go. I mean, I've set the points. I don't think I have spark. I'm having trouble reading my spark checker in the bright sunlight. I have to wait till tonight when it gets darker. If I was inside, I'd turn the lights off and check spark. I really don't think I have spark. To be continued. We'll finish the next one at 9 o'clock in the morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 9 o'clock in the morning, T-Mike Live. We're going to get Ellis's Magneto running one way or the other. We can do it. Oh, I see a suggestion from Rick. Check to see if the plug wires are pushed in all the way. Yep. Turner says at this point, I'd take a break and have a beer or a coffee. Yeah, I'm going to have to microwave my coffee. I didn't finish it. Yeah, the boots are plugged in all the way. And I did verify that the top coil was going to the right lead. That's marked top. But I'm really not sure I have spark. I gotta wait till, it's hard to see spark in the daylight on a tester. In my shop, I got a dark spot. Not the boots, but where they go into the coil. Yeah, top's the front, that's correct. Top is the front. Yeah, I've checked with an ohm meter yesterday. I ohmed out all the leads out to the wire, and I'm seeing the coils out to the wire. But that is a good suggestion. I may check at it a little later and go ahead and change the spark wires out. Because I already found that you ohm it out and it ohms good, but it won't pass enough current to actually spark if it's got a bad connection. And Ellis did tell me he suspected he didn't put the plugs in right. So that's actually a very good suggestion. Landon says add an electrical starter. Yeah, unfortunately on the 10 horsepower you can't put an electric starter, but that's a good suggestion. I think I might later this afternoon go ahead and change the spark wires and then put it back in. But I'll definitely give you an update on tomorrow's live stream, where you will see his flywheel and his Magneto running this motor. All right, well, I enjoyed it. I'm at my over my 30-minute limit of doing this. So I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. If anybody's got a carburetor, a gear case, or a Magneto they need repair and a video made of it, just ship it to T-Mike. And Landon said, make it scream. I'm gonna make it scream, all right. And I got a website coming. I'm working on it, been working on it for about a week. I'm gonna have some links to some good videos on there. I'm gonna start selling my products on own website instead of on eBay, but you still can get them on eBay or my website. And I got a feature coming on, which will be a Q&A, where you can fill out a form with a question, send it through my website. I can respond on the website, and other people can view all the suggestions and common problems that have happened. There'll be a forum, like a blog, to be able to see and everything. All right, so Chris Wright says, take care, Mike. Thanks for all you do. You're right. And I see hello from Rio de Janeiro. We got a Rio de Janeiro that joined us. That's very cool. Very cool. All right, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. See y'all then. Remember, here at T Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time.